The video is about zeros of polynomial functions. Suppose f is a polynomial function of degree n greater than or equal to 1. If the real number c is a zero of f, then we got f of c equals 0. X equal to c is a root or solution to the polynomial equation f of x equal to 0. X minus c is a factor of f of x. The point c0 is an x-intercept of the graph of y equals fx. For the following polynomials, factor completely, list all zeros in complex system. For number 1, we got this polynomial function 2x plus 1 as a factor. First of all, we got to use synthetic division to factor this polynomial. Root in the corner. Therefore, for 2x plus 1, we set up equals 0. X equals negative 1 over 2. We put the negative 1 over 2 in the corner. No missing power. Check. We have 3, 2, 1, 0. That's no missing power. So we list all coefficients. 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 1. 2 multiplied by negative 1/2. Basically, you divide by 2, then change the sign. So we got 2 divided by 2 is 1. Then change the sign, negative 1. We got negative 4. Negative 4 divided by 2, that's a negative 2. Opposite will be 2. Adding negative 2. Then we got here it's 1. 0. Don't forget, since this is a denominator, it's 2, you have to divide it by 2. Therefore, I got 1, negative 2, negative 1. Then we need to check the leading term, x third power. So we got the x squared minus 2x minus 1. Factor for this is x plus 1/2. Then bring this 2 to the front. You will get the 2x plus 1 as the factor. Therefore, we factor this polynomial as 2x plus 1. Then x squared minus 2x minus 1. Since x squared minus 2x minus 1 we cannot factor. It's already factored completely. How we get the roots? We already get the roots from here. That's negative 1 over 2. For this is the one we got to use a quadratic formula. We need to solve x squared minus 2x minus 1 equal to 0 by this quadratic formula. We got the a equals to 1, b equals negative 2, c equals negative 1. Therefore, x equals 2a, that's 2 times 1. Negative b, that's the opposite of b, that's 2, plus or minus square root. Negative 2 squared minus 4ac. So we get, this is a 2 plus or minus, that's the square root of 8. Square root of 8, we got 4 times 2, then that's 2 square root of 2. Therefore, we got 2 plus minus 2 square root of 2 over 2. Reduce. You will get 1 plus or minus the square root of 2. Therefore, for roots, x equals negative 1 over 2 and 1 plus or minus the square root of 2. That's it. Now let's go to second one. X minus 3 as a factor multiplicity 2, which means x minus 3 squared. Therefore, x minus 3 equals 0, x equals 3. So we did a 3 here. When you do the synthetic division, make sure no missing power. 4, 3, 2, 1 constant. So we got the coefficient 1, negative 8, 24, negative 36, 27. Bring down 1, 3, negative 5, negative 15, 9, 27, negative 9, negative 27, we get 0. We got to do this twice. So we get, this is 1, 3, negative 2, negative 6, 3, 9, get 0. Then check the leading term. We got, this is x4. Since we did twice a synthetic division, therefore we got x2, here's x, then plus 3. Therefore, remember x minus c is a factor, so from here we got x minus 3. This one, that is x minus 3. Then this will be the factor 2. Therefore, we got f of x equals x minus 3 times x minus 3, then times x squared minus 2x plus 3. I can rewrite this x minus 3 squared, then x squared minus 2x plus 3. We cannot factor this quadratic function. Therefore, this is factoring completely. For the roots, we already got the x equals 3. We need x squared minus 2x plus 3 equal to 0. Solve for x. Still, we got to use quadratic formula to solve this quadratic equation. A equals 1. B equals negative 2, C equals 3. So x equals 2 times 1. Negative b means opposite of b, plus or minus square root. Negative 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times 3. So we get denominator 2. 2 plus or minus square root negative 10. When you have negative sign in the square root, that will be I. Therefore, we got 2 plus or minus square root of 10i. That's the solution to this quadratic equation. Therefore, the zeros of this polynomial 2 plus or minus square root of 10i over 2. This is all zeros of this quadratic function. Let's go to number 5. We know x squared minus 4x minus 12 as a factor. We try to factor this quadratic function, that is x minus 6x plus 2. In this case, we still using synthetic division. We set up x minus 6 equal to 0, x equal to 6, and x plus 2 equal to 0, then x equal to negative 2. We get 6, do the synthetic division. Check no missing power. We got the 1, negative 3, negative 36, 68, 240. We get 1, 6, 3, 18, negative 18, 108, negative. So we got negative 40, negative 240, we got 0. Then we go to this negative 2. You will get 1, negative 2, 1, negative 2, negative 20, 40. We got 0. Then check the leading term. We have x to the 4th. Now we go to x squared plus x minus 20. That will be the factor. Therefore, fx equals, from here we got the x minus 6. Remember always x minus c is a factor. So from here I got the x plus 2. X minus 6, x plus 2. Then times x squared plus x minus 20. We can factor this quadratic function this time, so we just keep factoring. X plus 5, x minus 4. Therefore, for zeros, x equals 6, negative 2, negative 5, and 4. Now let's go to number 9. We know 1/2 is a 0 of a multiplicity 2. So we put the 1/2 twice. No missing power. We got the 4, negative 4, negative 11, 12, negative 3. 4. Multiply by 1/2 means divided by 2. There we got the 2, negative 2, negative 1, negative 12. Then negative 6, 6, 3, we got 0. Since your denominator is 2, so we need to divide it by 2 once. We got the 2, negative 1, negative 6, 3. Then we got to do this 1/2 again. So we get 2, 1, 0, 0, negative 6, negative 3, 0. Don't forget divided by 2 again because this has a denominator. So we got 1, 0, negative 3. Now let's check a leading term, x to the 4th. Since we did it twice, synthetic division, we got x squared x, then minus 3. That's the one factor. For factor x minus 1/2, bring 2 to the front, we got 2x minus 1. Same thing, we got the 2x minus 1. Therefore, for f of x equals 2x minus 1 squared times the x squared minus 3. For this quadratic function, we cannot factor. This is the factoring completely. For the roots, x equals, we got the 1/2 here. For x squared minus 3 equals 0, this is a power pattern equation. Therefore, isolate the x squared, you got x squared equals 3. Then do the square root of both sides. X equals plus or minus square root of 3. So plus or minus square root of 3 is the zeros too.